bathroom off the hall, she didn't panic. Since he was habitually an early riser, they'd encouraged him to play for a bit before waking them. She usually heard him talking to his toys or running his cars, but she'd been a little distracted having vacation sex. God, she thought as she started downstairs, what if he'd looked in when they were doing it? No, he'd have walked right in and asked what game they were playing. With a half-laugh, she turned into the pretty living room, expecting to see her little boy on the floor surrounded by the toys of his choice. When she didn't, the first fingers of unease tickled up her throat. She called his name, moving quickly now, sliding a little on the hardwood floors in her socks. Panic struck, a knife in the belly. The kitchen door stood wide open. Shortly after 9, Fiona Bristow pulled up at the pretty vacation house in the heart of Moran State Park. Rain fizzled along the ground more than pattered, but its steadiness promised sloppy tracking. She signaled her partner to stay in the truck, then got out to approach one of the local deputies. "Davy." "Hey, Fee, you got here fast?" "I didn't have far to go. The others are on their way. Are we using the house for base camp, or do you want us to set up?" "We're using it. You'll want to talk to the parents, but I'll give you the basics. Hugh Caldwell, age 3, blonde and blue. Last seen wearing Spider-Man pajamas." Fiona saw his mouth tighten a little. Davy had a boy about the same age as Hugh, and she imagined he had a pair of Spider-Man PJs, too. "The mother first noticed he was missing at about 8:15, Davy continued. "Found the back door open. No visible signs of forced entry or an intruder. The mother alerted the father. They called it in right away, and they ran around, calling for him, looking in the immediate area." "And tracked up the place," Fiona mused. But who could blame them? "We did a house and grounds search to make sure he wasn't just hiding." Davy turned back to Fiona with rain dripping off the bill of his cap. "He's not in the house, and his mother says he has his stuffed bunny with him. He sleeps with it, carts it around habitually. We've got rangers on the search. McMahon and Matt are out there," he added, referring to the sheriff and a young deputy. "McMahon cleared me to call in your unit and assigned me to base." "We'll set up and get started. I'd like to interview the parents now, if that's good for you." He gestured toward the house. "They're scared, as you'd expect, and they want to go out and look for him. You might help me talk them down from that." "I'll see what I can do." Thinking of that, she went back to the truck, opened the door for her partner. Peck hopped out and walked with her and Davy to the house. At Davy's nod, Fiona crossed to the couple, who rose from their huddle on the couch. The woman clutched a little red fire engine. "Mr. and Mrs. Caldwell, I'm Fiona Bristow with Canine Search and Rescue. This is Peck." She laid a hand on the head of the chocolate lab. "The rest of my unit's on the way. We're going to help look for Hugh." You need to go. You need to go right now. He's only 3. "Yes, ma'am. The rest of my unit will be here any minute. It would help us if I got some information first." "We told the police and the rangers everything." Devin looked toward the window. "I need to go out there, look for him. We're wasting time here." "Believe me, Mr. Caldwell, the police and the rangers are doing everything they can to find Hugh. They called us because finding him is everyone's priority. We're trained, and your little boy is our only focus now. We're going to coordinate with the police and the park rangers. I need to make sure I have all the information so we optimize our resources. You realized Hugh was missing about 8:15, is that right?" Tears swam fresh into Rosie's eyes. "I should have checked on him earlier. He hardly ever sleeps past 7. I should have—" "Mrs. Caldwell?" "Rosie?" Fiona corrected, using the first name to comfort. "You don't want to blame yourself. Little boys are curious, aren't they? Has Hugh ever left the house by himself before?" "Never. Never. I thought he'd come down to play, then I couldn't find him, and I went back to the kitchen, and the door was open. Wide open. And I couldn't find him." "Maybe you could show me." Fiona signaled to Peck to follow. "He's wearing his pajamas?" "Spider-Man. He'll be cold and wet and scared." Her shoulders shook as they moved back to the kitchen. "I don't understand what you can do that the police